Hello and welcome to LNTV Liberia Live. We're coming to you from the city hall here in Grand Gedeh County, where the remains of the former president and his wife have been taken for the official funeral and his service here. So the remains of the the former president and his wife have been paraded throughout the streets of Zwoju here in Grand Gedeh County. And we are now at the City Hall here, where the official state funeral is expected to begin at 10 or later on this morning. My name is Vasta Talu and I'm here with Ayesin Yeba, Anthony Williams. We are all here this morning to bring you a detailed broadcast of all of the happenings here at the City Hall and even the burial that will take place at its main compound. That's the Doors Palace here in Zwoju, at the outskirts of Zwoju here in Grand Gedeh County. So the remains are here now. So wherever you're watching us from, please don't you go away. Keep watching us, keep following us. And I think His Excellency is expected to come in shortly, and we're expected to cover that parade also, as His Excellency leads an array of government officials to form part of this historic occasion here in Zwoju, Grand Gedeh County. This is LNTV, the outside broadcast team of that's the online platform of the Liberia Broadcasting System.
DJ, take charge of the coffin. Hey,
some normal proceeding has been held. So what we are understanding, people should be here to take delivery of the remains here. We have the chief of protocol, the labor minister has just entered. I'm seeing the cultural ambassador here too. So the president, I'm seeing the protocol officers. I'm seeing members of the advanced team are also here. Authorities of the county or county officials also, they are all here. Traditional elders, the superintendent, as well as the elder council, they are all here to welcome His Excellency here. And I'm seeing the representative of one of the districts here in Grand Gedeh County, Jacob Dibi, is also here. And the entire area is, I can say, packed with all locals. So we're still here. The coffins have been taken in. The first one was just taken in, and the second one is about to follow. Scores of citizens are converging from their homes. Ambassador himself, Kukura Kamara, is here, traditionally attired. To see the arrival of His Excellency. The security looks tight here. The citizens are converging from all walks of life to bid farewell to their leader and their former First Lady here at the Zwajú City Hall. And subsequently, we will talk to a few of them. I can promise you, it's a crack team here. The tough-talking Anthony Williams is here. The tough-talking Ayasin Yeba is also here. And I'm also here. I'm not the tough-talking one, but we are also here. So it is a crack team. A very crack team here. Please stay there. And we'll do all we can to bring the best to you in a very detailed fashion. LNTV Liberia Live, ELBC 99.9. Beaming live from Zwajú, Grand Gedeh County. And as you may be aware, in January of this year, when His Excellency gave his second annual address, delivered his second annual address, it was one of the proposals made to give a befitting burial to all former heads of state that were not given befitting burials. And you have William R. Todbert and the former president, Samuel KANYAN. And it has been established that William R. Todbert's funeral will be held next week or subsequently. But today we are focusing on the former president, Samuel KANYAN. So Ayasin will take it from here, and I will join him Yeah, we are here. We are doing it together. Ayesin, welcome. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, let me say thank you to you and thanks Vasta Talu for establishing the broadcast here from the Zweju City Hall. And this should be a multi-purpose public infrastructure that hosts the National Bureau of Veterans Affairs here in Grand Gedeh. Yes, and it's also hosting the Zweju City Corporation here. And if you pan the camera on my right, you see this is the City Hall ballroom, and this is exactly where the official program will be held, just where you are looking at the windows and the entrance where. So folks, sorry for the break in transmission, but yes, this is the ballroom of the Zweju City Hall where the official program will be held. At the start of this, you saw the parading of the casket bearing the mortal remains of the former First Lady and the former President of Liberia. We have the family who are also here, and Veronica Mamego.
After beekeeping last night, already here other family members. Right behind hall is Honorable Joseph Nyuma Boakai, Senator of this county, former Senate Pro Tem, the Liberian Senate.
So, folks, sorry for the break in the broadcast, but yes, so these are two lawmakers from Grand Gedeh, Representative Joseph Grand Gedeh County. And we also have Representative Jeremiah Sokon. Debbie. Here you have the Labor Minister, Councillor Cooper Craft. And folks from the head of council. As you may be aware, the Minister of Education is the head of the organizing committee of this entire funeral arrangement. Madam Jasu Jala is also here.
Wednesday.
So on radio and on TV, we will bring you a live coverage from the Zwedzi City Hall ballroom, where the remains of former President Samuel Kennedy and former First Lady Nancy Bibi is already here in the ballroom of the Zwedzi City Hall. It's been heavily guarded by the guarded men and women of the armed forces of Liberia. And the AFL marching band is already positioned. They're going to be giving beautiful melodies from this side of the program. And the hall is fully AC, have huge air conditioners being placed at various locations in here. So all you need to do is to stick with the national television service of the Liberia Broadcasting System.
Just snap it quick. Just snap it. Wait. Snap it.
So let me acquaint you quickly with how the program will look like. Today, the officiating clergy Apostle Prophet Amos Doizo, founder of the Prayer Guiding International, Sophie Community Congregation. And you also have Apostle Esther Kou Binda. She's the General Overseer of the Jesus Christ End Time Ministry International, Rock Spring Community. And you also have the Right Reverend James Silly, who is the Bishop of the Episcopal Church of Liberia. And you have Apostle Jeleti Mwendo Zulu, President of the Grand Gedeh Christian Council. So the order of the program will begin with a musical interlude by the Grand Gedeh County Mass Choir, and after that a processional ceremony will take place, and the call to worship will be done by Mr. John Oliver Sodua. He's the team leader, Grand Gedeh County Mass Choir, and the invocation will be done by Apostle Esther Kou Binda, and a hymn, Blessed Assurance, will be done, and also prayer of thanksgiving will be done by the Right Reverend James B. Silly, Bishop of the Episcopal Church of Liberia, and a minute of silence for the departure of the two stage persons will also be done, and selection will be done by the Amazing Grace Mass Choir. And the scripture reading will come from the Old Testament book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, 1 to 22, and Kante Gaminandu, daughter of the deceased, will do that. Another one will come from the New Testament in John 14, 1 to 7, and will be done by Matthew Tomendo, son of the deceased. So yes, as we go about, we will give you detail about how the program will be like, but this is just a prelude and broadcast from the Zweju City Hall Ballroom, and we say thanks to Vasta Talu who started this broadcast. So we are taking a break, and the next time you see her will be when His Excellency President Joseph Nyuma Boakai will be arriving at the Zweju City Hall here. Thanks for watching. We have the political advisor to the President, Madam Mandela Cooper, who is already here and seated. So just stay with us as we take this break, and be with LNTV as we bring you live broadcast from the Zweju City Hall. My name is Aisi Liba. Anthony Williams is here, and we also have James Williams as well. Deputy Director General for Operation, Mr. Buffalo, is also here. Mr. James Williams, James Nagwe is also here. And we're going to be bringing you this live broadcast. Thanks to Pastor Talu.
So the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Richard Nangakun, is also here. He's having a tete-a-tete with the Labour Minister here. So we'll take leave of you, and we will join you shortly. Thank you ever so much for following, and keep on following LNTV Liberia Live, ELBC 99.9. and all of the frequencies that are relaying ELBC 99.9. Thank you so much.
Hello folks, and welcome to LMTV Live from the referral hospital here in Zwedju, Grand Gedeh County, where the president just visited and toured the facility. As you see, workers of the but right after here we are headed for the Zwedju City Hall, where the funeral service will be taking place. Let's go. Let's go.
Come here.
So thanks for joining us. Let's go. No. Leave the position. Leave the position, please. Leave it. Go on the side. Where are you directing you?
Get on the side.
Pass on the side.
Stay there. Okay.
So folks, listen to instruction, please.
Yes, sir. I follow you. But that position, this is a 4.8 reach.
Thanks for watching, folks.
Stay where you are.
So, wherever you're watching from, so thanks for watching, folks, and what a pleasant way to welcome you to this live broadcast. My name is Aisen Iba, and I'm here with our executive Martian correspondent, Vasta Talu. Please, can you hurry up? And His Excellency President Joseph Nyuma Boakai heads for the Zwedju City Hall, where the funeral rites for the former President Samuel KANYAN and former First Lady Nessa Bido will be held. And at about this time, we are making our way. Back off! They say you back off. Alright, let's go. Where are you from? Yeah, so folks, thanks for watching. We have to be going back and forth with the security detail. Can you double up? Let's go! Yes, but it's been established now that the president is making his way to the Zwedju City Hall, where the official funeral service is already on the way.
Speak more.
And as you see, the escort one is speeding, and you already have citizens of Grand Gedeh County who are converging along the various junctions to welcome His Excellency President Joseph Nyuma Boakai. As the president heads for the Zwedju City Hall. Yes,
so you can see, as you can see now, the convoy is leaving the referral hospital that is under construction here in Zwedju, Grand Gedeh County. We are having, as you can see, the convoy heads for the Zwedju City Hall, where the funeral rites for the president, the former president of Liberia, Samuel KANYAN, and his wife, a recently deceased wife, will be taking place. So wherever you are joining us from, please keep following LNTV, keep following ELBC 99.9. Even though we are having a fight with the protocol team here, but I think keep following us, and along the way you can see citizens spreading their lapas traditionally, saying, "Oh, our president, you are welcome to our county, to our area." This is LNTV, Liberia Live. Keep watching. The president is live. Will later today be buried at the famous Dual Palace here in Zwedju, Grand Gedeh County. On Tuesday, His Excellency, along with members of the legislature, signed the book of condolence at the sitting of MyLiberianPeople here. And the leaders, the support leader in this fight for this book are live in state on Wednesday. And Thursday, their remains were escorted to their hometown, their home county, and that's Grand Gedeh, where silent wakekeeping was held yesterday. And today is the official state funeral for Samuel KANYAN, the president, former president of Liberia. Wait, small. So we are still continuing live broadcast here. The presidential convoy is heading for the city hall here in Zwedju, where citizens from all walks of life LNTV Liberia Live. We are now at the famous Moses P. Harris Street here in Swaju City, Grand Gedeh County. LNTV, Yeba, Vasta Talu. Please stick and stay with us. The president arrived in Swaju here yesterday. He made an initial stop at Town before heading to the capital city itself, where a series of activities have been going on that started on Tuesday. They continued to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. There should be feasting, merrymaking in honor of the two. That's the president and his wife, who also hailed from Grand Gedeh County. ELBC 99.9. ELBC. We are the famous Door Street, and that's the triangle, and the statue of the former president stands bright at the famous triangle here. This is the famous triangle. This is the famous triangle, and citizens are all standing by the side of the road to get a glimpse of the happenings here. And around here you can also see the St. Philomena Primary School, and you'll also be seeing the Todman Wilson Institute is also here. That's the Todman Wilson Institute, a prominent high school here in Swaju. Wherever you've been following us from, we'd like to say thank you and keep following us. I told you from the beginning we will give you a detailed happenings of the events here in Swaju, Grand Gedeh County. My colleague Ayesi will take okay, we are approaching. Okay. Ayesi, Basta, continue. Because this is your county, so continue. You know more about your county. And here we are at the famous City Hall in the heart of Swaju, Grand Gedeh County. LNTV, Vasta Talu, Ayesi Yeba, and you can see citizens.
So, thanks for following this is exactly how the outlook of the Zwedju City Hall is, as schools of government officials with His Excellency President Joseph Nyuma Boakai here at the famous Zwedju City Hall in Grand Gedeh County. So thanks for watching. Wherever you are, His Excellency President Joseph Nyuma Boakai is making his way, and the convoy is coming gradually. After a brief stop at the Zwedju Referral Hospital, where the president toured the facility, and after this funeral, we will be giving you the detailed information and coverage of that place. But today we are bringing a live coverage from Zwedju, Grand Gedeh County, where they remain former state personalities, talking about former President Samuel Kanyadu and former First Lady Nesse Bido to be buried today, and the funeral activity is expected to take place here in the ballroom of the Zwedju City Hall. So live on ELBC Radio and LMTV, we are bringing you live coverage of the funeral rites of the two former officials of government. And here comes His Excellency President Joseph Nyuma Boakai as the convoy, his official motorcade, will gradually so in a moment from now, President Joseph Nyuma Boakai will disembark his official vehicle. But already here, we have the National Cultural Troop and the Cultural Ambassador, Kekura Kamara, is also there. So all is now set, and in a moment from now, this program will begin, as the president is already here to grace this occasion. So the president will now disembark his official vehicle, dressing beautiful black coat, suit, black shirt, here comes the president of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Nyuma Boakai. He's been greeted by the Cultural Ambassador, Kekura Kamara.
I'm pleased to announce the arrival of His Excellency Joseph Nyuma Boakai, President of the Republic of Liberia.
Here comes His Excellency President Joseph Nyuma Boakai entering the ballroom of the Zwedju City Hall, and he will wave to the crowd as he will take his seat, and he's been greeted by the Speaker of the 55th National Legislature of the House of Representatives, Richard Nagwekun. So folks, thanks for watching. We do this broadcast from here. My name is Ison Iba. Thanks for watching.
Hello, folks. Welcome again to this funeral service of our late hero and heroines, former President Samuel KANYAN, for reburial, and former First Lady, Republic of Liberia, Madam Nese Do, here in Zwedru City, Grand Gedeh County. Here to give you highlights of everything that's going to happen here on this funeral service of the two distinguished personalities of this county. For the matter of fact, folks, it's a national holiday here in Zwedru, Grand Gedeh County, because of the funeral service of these two distinguished persons. National holiday. So we are here to highlights, give you all what it takes for you to know about this funeral service, and later on return at the compound of former President Samuel KANYAN here in Zwedru City. The armed forces of the Republic of Liberia, it is in full control of this funeral. As you may know, the former president was once a military man. He went the ranks and files of becoming Master Sergeant of the Armed Forces of Liberia. So the army is in full control of this funeral. All right. See family members, Mamido and others here. So folks, Thank you so much for joining this live broadcast here in Zwadu City, Grand Gedeh County. Share it live with other family members so that they'll be able to see what is food in here. Remains of the former president and the mortal remains of the former president, and also mortal remains of the former first lady going to be laid to rest today here in Zwadu City, Grand Gedeh County. For the matter of fact, the superintendent of this county, Honorable Alex C. Grant, have asked that Grand Gedeh should observe this day as a national holiday. So it is in full. So the two coffins will be taken from the heads into the hall where they will be laying. From there, the funeral service will commence. Yes, sir. Traditional leaders, members of the Traditional Council, Grand Gedeh, Maryland, River G, Grand Crew, Sino are all here to pay their final respect to their fallen southeastern. See there. I just want to tell you that it's been like 35 years since the former president Samuel Kanyando was brutally killed, and his remains were in the ground. So you will not expect for the body to be there from that time. So the body were exhumed on Wednesday last week and be taken to the Samuel Straka funeral, and from there funeral procession starts from Tuesday up to today. So it's actually the remains of the former president, and you will see Honorable Isaac Nyuma and other family members, the Jeremiah District 1, Grand Gedeh County, all of them are in attendance here. The two coffins going to be in from
I'm shutting down for now. I'm shutting down to something.
No movement now, please, man.
March. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left.
Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of Liberia, Brigadier General Davison Fuller is here. General Davison Fuller, not Brigadier, but is General Davison Fuller is here. The Chief of Staff of the AFL, Davison, General Davison Fuller is here with us. So folks, this is what is unfolding here at the Zedro City Hall. The Armed Forces of Liberia in full control of this, and the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of Liberia is Major General Davison Fuller. Is also in attendance with other senior and non-senior officers. The remains of the two state personalities are already being lying here. So we hope to give you all the shots that you need, all the information as it unfolds here on this funeral service of the late distinguished personalities. So this is it. So folks, all right, folks. All right, folks, family members, some of them are already here. We see Madam Veronica Mami Do. She paid a wonderful tribute at the wakekeeping last night. So she's already here seated with other family members. Right behind her is Honorable Joseph Nyuma, former senator of this county and former Senate Pro Tem of the Liberian Senate. So this is it. So folks, do some adjustment to be able to give you everything that you need to know about this funeral here in Federal City Hall. So stay to your television and share the live so other family members, friends and sympathizers can see what is unfolding here. So we got, for now we see two religious people. All two of them are bishops. Bishop James Sele from the Episcopal Church of Liberia. And we also see Bishop Room Choir from the Methodist United Methodist Bishop of Liberia. They are already seated. So just keep watching Sky Television online. We are going to give you everything you need to know about this funeral. District number 1, Grand Gedeh County, Representative Jeremiah Soka is here. Yeah. So the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of Liberia, Major General Davidson Fuller. On his left is the Commissioner General of the Liberia Immigration Service, Honorable Rufus. So we are here, and right at the back of them we see superintendents from the southeastern counties. All of them are here, though we are not familiar with their names, but in subsequent time we will get their full names. Only remember Madam Antoinette Nimble from Grand Gedeh County, and in subsequent time we will give you the names of the other superintendents that are here from these southeastern counties. So folks, this is it. Thank you so much for watching Sky Television. So folks, just keep glued to your television. We are doing some technical adjustments where we are placed. We have to shift a bit, but we do the technical adjustment. Just keep tuned or keep watching up for Sky. We will soon join you. We are going up now to rejoin you later on in a short while after our technical adjustment. Thank you so much for watching Sky Television Online here in Zwedru, Grand Gedeh County. My name is Yugbeni Masale. Thank you, and bye-bye for now.